Chapter 7. The NVR Record Setting. First of all, let's take a look at two different types of recording used by the NVR: standard and event recording. Standard recording is when the NVR will record continuously at a rate that has been entered through the menu. Event recording is when the NVR only records an event that has occurred. Because of this event recording, it's more efficient in the storage space than standard or continuous recording. To set up the NVR for recording, go to the Record, then Recording Schedule in the main menu. This allows you to select recording schedule by the date, the time, and the recording type. The recording type is distinguished by its color. White is a combination of both continuous and event recording. No color or black shows that the recording will not take place. Green is for continuous or standard recording, while orange stands for event recording. You can set the recording schedule by pressing each cell on the timetable. Each press cycles through the different recording types. After completion, click OK. Event recording can be caused by a sensor detection. Sensor detection is an event caused by a trigger or an external sensor connected to the NVR or network camera. To set, go to Event, Sensor Detection in the main menu. The NVR tab, the settings for sensors connected to the rear of the NVR. If you want to use the NVR's sensor detection, set the operation mode to normally open or N0 or NC, normally closed. On the alarm action, the NVR can send a camera to preset, trigger an alarm output for a predetermined alarm out duration. These sensor settings are found under the Network Camera tab. If you want to use the Network Camera sensor detection, set the operation mode to on. When an alarm occurs, you can set the camera's preset alarm out of the NVR for a predetermined alarm out duration. As the sensor event is coming from a network camera, the sensor event is set up on the network camera. Next, you will need to set up the motion detection or video analysis event. In the main menu, select Event, and then Motion Detection or Video Analysis event, and then set those options. Once the event recording settings are complete, the pre- and post-event durations can be set. The pre-event is the recording time prior to the event actually occurring, and the post-event is recording time after the event has ended. To set this, go to the Record, then Event Record Duration in that main menu. After completing the pre- and post-event setup of each channel, click OK. To set the recording stream profile, the video frame rate, etc., go to the Record, then Record Setup in the main menu. When setting up the recording functions, in the NVR tab you can set full frame or keyframe recording in both event and continuous recording modes. It shows data size and frame rate under full frame mode and keyframe mode, so you can estimate recording status and can select recording mode more efficiently and easily. And you can adjust the available data size of each of those channels. In case of the SRN 1670D, total recording bandwidth size is limited to 64 megabits. The user can allocate available bandwidth of each channel to a bitrate limit. Regarding total bandwidth size, 64 megabits. When recording data size from a connected network camera exceeds adjusted data size, that channel will only be recorded as a keyframe to prevent overloading of the NVR's recording performance and the other channels. Full frame recording means that the NVR saves all of the frames from the network camera. The keyframe recording means that the NVR only saves major frames coming from the network camera. The recording frequency of the keyframes differs depending on the GOP size and the camera setting. And GOP is an acronym for Group of Pictures. It's used in video compression like MPEG-4 or H.264. GOP is a set of video frames, and it describes the component ratio of that keyframe. A video stream consists of continuous pictures. Each one of these pictures is a complete image. If only complete images are recorded by the NVR, the data size our video stream becomes very large. So in most situations, a normal video stream will consist of keyframes, or we refer to as iframes, and p-frames. Keyframes contain one complete image frame and a number of p-frames that consist of only the differing data from the previous frame. In basic terms, for every keyframe, there are multiple p-frames, and the GOP size is taken from that initial keyframe through the p-frames to the next keyframe. To adjust GOP size of the network camera, go to Setup, Audio and Video, then Video Profile of the web page. When NVR records keyframes, you can estimate recordable frame rate by frame rate and GOP size. For example, if a frame rate is 30 frames per second and the GOP size is 15, there are two sets of video frames in each of the 30 frames. Therefore, the recording data is 2 keyframes per second. If you want to increase recording frame rates, please adjust the frame rate and GOP size of the network camera. If the frame rate is 30 frames per second and a GOP size of 5, there are 6 sets of video frames in each of the 30 frames. So in this case, the NVR records 6 keyframes in every second. In the Network Camera tab, set the recording stream profile of each network camera. When you select a profile from the list, the following options are available: codec type, resolution, send rate, and the quality of profile. Ensure that you only select the profiles that are supported by that connected camera. Once these settings are completed, click OK. For changing the video stream settings of each profile, you should go to the Audio and Video Profile tab, then Video Profile in the Network Camera's Web Viewer Setup page. Select a profile in the Video Profile list and adjust the settings appropriately. The bandwidth size of the video stream is estimated from a profile information. However, if the bitrate control or profile is set to constant bitrate or CBR, you will see the bandwidth size as a target bitrate. User can check this recording status. In Live Screen, click the mouse button and select the Recording Status menu. It shows current recording information in each channel, in each camera profile, in each recording type, in each recording frame rate, as well as the recording data size and ratio. In the case of the frame rate and data size, it informs the entering data and current recording data both. So the user can indicate recording status and adjust available data site or bitrate limit more efficiently. If the total data site exceeds 64 megabits limit, on a record icon, a message dialog will be displayed on the top of the live screen. To prevent keyframe recording, adjust your recording settings to the appropriate level. To remove the record icon, click Alarm button and then the launch bar. Please note that some cameras will still be recording keyframes until the record settings are adjusted.